Yes, I would have considered this is the night on his conference. On September 13, 1960, this Bhandari started practice. Service, labor, and organization. Specialized in service, labor and organization. Evaluated as a head of Pakistan High Court in July 5, 2007. It was transferred to the school on March 15, 2009. This Bhandari is moved to person committed because it will reflect intelligence, diligence, as well as knowledge and its application in human practice. With an outstanding art teacher, there have been several landmark techniques. This quality gave the member and stop of the Buddhist admirer. These qualities you command respect from every section of legal. Citing member of the administrative committee, Mr. Bhandari was also chairman of various committees in the school. He was also the acting chief justice in the school from June 26, 21 to October 10, 20. Besides starting judicial functions, by being a deputy chairman of the state legal service department, he has taken various steps to improve the functioning thereof. Under his chairmanship, state legal service authority recently launched a nationwide program for empowerment of women through legal awareness and governance. The teacher of national legal service authority. Bhandari has rendered all possible assistance that the institution can be meeting its expects from the judge in discharge of the constitution. Bhandari shall be remembered for his positive support in all the activities discipline he maintained in all and open days. As he prepares to depart from us, I have to say that we will miss this Bhandari deeply, so he will remain part of the British family. It will be a loss for this court, but at the same time, again for the rest of you. I'm sure your experience in the biggest chapter report will certainly help you in the start of his duties in another chapter. May you already got shower his process blessing on him and his family and not in prosperity on behalf of my colleagues and myself and convey our best wishes to this Bhandari, as well as prayers for great strength to respond and to embrace it, to which we could help continue with this accomplishments. Thank you.
My Lord, Honorable Justice, Justice Munishwar Nath Bhandari, Honorable Senior Judge, Honorable Judges, respected Senior Advocates, CNC Tripathi, Standing Counsel for the Central Government, Shri Tarun Kumar Srivastava, Vice President, Advocates Association, members of the bar. It is indeed my privilege to say a few words today on this occasion when Honorable Mr. Bhandari is parting with us. After completing his education, Mr. Bhandari started practicing in Rajasthan High Court, Jaipur, Jodhpur bench, and also Central Administrative Tribunal. His Lordship has also practiced for some time in Hon'ble Supreme Court. Soon he established himself as a master of various branches of law, and due to his diligence and competence, His Lordship was the standing counsel for many prestigious bodies and corporations for many years, including the railways, Rajasthan Road Transport Corporation, Nuclear Power Corporation, the State Election Commission, Jaipur Development Authority, Rajasthan Housing Board, etc. His merit was soon recognized and he was elevated as a judge of Rajasthan High Court in 2007, and for working there for about 12 years, his Lordship was transferred to Allahabad High Court in 2019. His Lordship was also appointed acting Chief Justice. For there, he worked about 4 months in this Hon'ble Court. During his Lordship's tenure here, we are fortunate to have privilege of his association and are enamored by his graceful personality and quick intelligence. As an honorable judge, Justice Bhandari consistently delivered justice. His impartiality, his shrewd grasp of law, and command over the English language has endeared him to the bar in particular and litigant public in general, and he has left indelible marks on his judicial path. Justice Bhandari has dispensed justice in diverse jurisdictions, and whenever he said singly, his approach was of objective and impartial assessment of the requirement of law according to the facts of each case. The consequence was that his orders satisfied the counsels of both sides, and this is not an ordinary achievement, and the satisfaction of all concerned parties stamps the order with the certificate of the dictum that justice has prevailed. During his tenure as a judge of Rajasthan High Court, his Lordship delivered landmark judgments, and while it would not be possible to enumerate them here due to constraints of time, a special mention must be made to keen observations in deciding the bunch of petitions which challenged the Rajasthan Finance Act 2006, as well as the bunch of writ petitions which prayed for the revision of 3% reservation for physically disabled candidates for the post of teachers in grade 3. His Lordship's judgment in Allahabad High Court are also of far-reaching importance. His Lordship showed keen interest in environmental and ecological matters, and because of his Lordship order, the Yamuna River has now been cleaned in a much better way. Today, his Lordship leaves us for Madras. It can truly be said that the loss of Uttar Pradesh is gain of the Tamil Nadu. There is so much more that should be said of a pleasant and great personality, but knowing that Justice Bhandari is a man of simple tastes and minimum requirements, I shall only repeat the words of English author George Bernard Shaw, who said for the famous queen of nursing, Florence Nightingale, she takes her lamp or compassion and kindness from one person to another. The light of her goodness reaches another distinction, but the fragrance of her warmth lingers forever. Our affectionate memories of Justice Bhandari will also remain with us in our hearts forever. He will take the lamp of his knowledge, wisdom, and dispensation of impartial justice to Tamil Nadu, where the High Court will be enriched by his erudite personality. As we bid a fond farewell to his Lordship, Justice Munishwar Nath Bhandari, we wish him a successful second innings at Madras and a long and happy life full of contentment and well-deserved happiness. Thank you all.
माननीय मुख्य न्यायाधीश महोदय, माननीय वरिष्ठ न्यायाधीश श्री एम.एन. भंडारी साहब एवं सभी उपस्थित माननीय न्यायाधीशगण, माननीय महाधिवक्ता उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार, एवं उपस्थित सभी वरिष्ठ अधिवक्तागण एवं सभी अन्य अधिवक्ता एवं सम्मानित अधिकारीगण। महोदय, जैसा हम सब जानते हैं, आप 5 जुलाई 2007 में सर्वप्रथम न्यायमूर्ति के पद को सुशोभित किए राजस्थान हाईकोर्ट जज के रूप में। इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट में 15 मार्च 2019 में आप आए और इलाहाबाद में पर्टिकुलरली आप लगभग 2.25 साल से इलाहाबाद में पदासीन हैं, सुशोभित कर रहे हैं। माननीय यद्यपि ये समय बहुत कम है और बहुत कम रहा आपके साथ बार के और अन्य सभी वर्गों के साथ, पर आपने सभी का मन जीता। आपकी अदालत में छोटे से लेकर बड़ा अधिवक्ता भी हमेशा पूरे कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ और खुलकर अपनी बात कहता था। ये आपकी निपुणता और बड़प्पन है रही। माननीय, मैंने पढ़ा है कि a good judge needs to be even tempered, at firm, open-minded, at willing, and able to reach a decision, confident, yet not self-centered. मानिए, ये सारे भाव, अनुशासन हम सभी लोग आपके मन में, आपकी अदालत में देखे हैं, पाए हैं और अपने व्यवहार में भी लाए। माननीय, आप यहाँ से मद्रास हाई कोर्ट के लिए चीफ जस्टिस के रूप में जा रहे हैं। विदाई का पल है, हमेशा क्षोभ पैदा करता है और मन में एक अपनेपन की पीड़ा जागृत होती है जब आप जैसे महानुभाव न्यायमूर्तिगण दूसरी जगह जाते हैं। फिर भी माननीय, आपके उज्जवल भविष्य की, आपके अच्छे स्वास्थ्य की मैं भारत सरकार की तरफ से एवं अन्य अपने मित्रगणों की तरफ से कामना करता हूं। आप हमेशा और आगे पथ पर बढ़े और स्वस्थ रहें, यही मेरी ईश्वर से प्रार्थना है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
I, on behalf of Advocate Association, feel immensely proud to welcome Honorable Justice Rajesh Bhandari, Honorable Justice Munishwar Nath Bhandari, respected Advocate General Mr. Singh, Senior Standing Counsel Mr. N.C. Tripathi, members of the registry, and senior advocates of the Honorable High Court, and other members of the advocate of the bar and association. It was an honor to work with Honorable Justice Bhandari, though the tenure of work under his guidance and vision towards humanitarian need and delivery of justice on time is impeccable was short. Honorable Justice Bhandari has started his legal practice at Rajasthan High Court and in Supreme Court in constitutional and civil matters, service, labor, criminal, and arbitration matter. Your Lordship also served as a standing counsel for Railways, Rajasthan Road Transport Corporation, and different other responsible officers. Your Lordship was elevated as a judge of the Rajasthan High Court on 5th of July 2007 and was then transferred to Allahabad High Court and took oath as a judge on March 15th, 2019. During his Lordship tenure as a judge of this Honorable High Court and even as acting Chief Justice of this Honorable High Court, it has been perceived that your Lordship has kept justice and humanitarian grounds equally while delivering his judgments. As member of the bar, I personally got few opportunities to appear before your Lordship in the court, but only few meetings, and not only me, even other members of the bar and advocate association feel that your Lordship has compassionate attitude towards the every common person. The transfer of your Lordship from this Honorable High Court is merely a transfer of person, not a feeling and impact given by your Lordship to the members of the bar and particularly myself. Advocate Association today has mixed feeling of joy and sadness. Joy for Lordship has given more than 2 years as a justice of this Honorable High Court, and sadness for the day it is. Advocate Association bids your Lordship farewell.
Honorable Justice Rajesh Nandan, Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court, my esteemed sister and brother judges, Shri Rajendra Singh, Advocate General, State of Uttar Pradesh, KNC Tripathi, Standing Counsel for Central Government, Shri Taran Kumar Srivastava, Vice President, Advocates Association, learned senior advocates, member of Bar, and member of this. I'm extremely thankful to all the speakers for their kind words and efficient role. I may not deserve, but I can definitely say that my working for more than 2.5 years in Allahabad High Court has given me a lot of experience both in the field of law and administration. I cannot forget the period spent by me at Lucknow as well as Allahabad. I joined Allahabad High Court at Lucknow in March 19. It was a new place for me, but the cordiality shown by the judges in the bar, I never felt it to be a new place. I could work to the utmost satisfaction in a cordial atmosphere. The Advocate General is present. He has appeared many times at Lucknow and Allahabad also. And I can record my satisfaction towards the cordiality and the atmosphere given by the bar at Lucknow as well as Allahabad. The period of Lucknow, initial period of Lucknow, that is for 1.5 years, would be memorable for me, and I consider the total period in Allahabad High Court, which is nearly more than 2.5 years, to be the best period of my judgeship, entire judgeship of around 15 years. I came to Allahabad in September 20. It was again a new place, but that gesture shown by the bar and judges, I never felt to be a new place. During my tenure at Allahabad, I gained a lot of experience again in the field of law and administration. It was all due to the support of the assistant brother judges and the bar. The stay at Allahabad would always remain again in my memory, and I consider it to be my second house. In the morning, many advocates were visiting me in the chamber, and it was difficult for me to say goodbye to them or to anyone. But then I had to go. But I consider myself to be fortunate to be part of prestigious institution for more than 2.5 years, the biggest institution of the country. I have no words to thank my sister and brother judges, both sitting in retired, whose august company I learned a lot. I tried to do something for the institution and record my satisfaction on that count. It could all happen due to the cooperation of the judges apart from the entire team of the registry. Special thanks to the registry. The support of the registry could generate work with efficiency. I thank every member of the registry for it, and I will remember their support. I extend my thanks to the bar also for their cooperation to excel the work of the institution. Yesterday only I was addressing one matter of election of the High Court bar at Allahabad. And there I have made a request to the senior advocates to spend some time for the young generation. The Allahabad High Court has a great reputation. that is required to be maintained, and I hope and trust the recent directions or the order passed by us, sitting with Justice Piyush Agarwal, that would be given meaning, because young generation is future of this bar association, the bar. But I record my satisfaction. The support extended by the bar was immense, and I could work very smoothly with their support. My stay at Lucknow and Allahabad remained very comfortable due to the personal staff attached to my office. It is with their support that I could work without stress, rather with ease. I extend my good wishes to them also. During the course of journey of 2.5 years, I may have committed many mistakes, or I may have knowingly on the other sentiments of bar members or the members of registry. I request them to pardon me. The life is a constrained journey. A destiny has its own plans to help an individual to travel to design, to rule. The human being cannot control the life, but only respond to it. I am on the way to join Madras High Court with your good wishes. At the end, I repeat that the time spent at Allahabad Court Board will be cherished by me, being the one of the best period of my judicial career. Thank you.